Here at Stickney Park, the cheerleaders have already begun training for the national competition in Florida. They say if they win, they will be representing young women everywhere to believe in their dreams. Just days after 129 people were killed in Friday's terrorist attacks, the Eiffel Tower has reopened. And yet an international manhunt is still underway, leaving people here with mixed emotions of suspicion and sadness. This is the scene right now where protesters have a standoff with Chicago police. They were trying to make it a Lakeshore Drive. That failed. They broke through the barricades. Now the protesters have come get it down here by the tree. They seem to be pulling the lights off the tree. Policemen are infiltrating in right now, so we're going to see what's exactly going to happen.
Our Michael Esparza is live with more on the story. Michael?
Spring semester is right around the corner, which means for some students, as early as next week, they'll begin to register. Parishioners climb 3 flights of stairs to attend Mass in a gymnasium, which is now their new church and temporary home. This is the scene just days after terror ripped through Paris.
You can see there are many messages here, but messages of hope for most of them. For example, this red one that you can see, Le diable est jaloux de Paris, translated by the devil is jealous of Paris. Just underneath, on the craft paper, you can see we will always be there for liberté, égalité, fraternité, which is the 3 words of France that Barack Obama stood for his speech: liberty, equality and fraternity. And just here on the floor you can see love is stronger than fear, for example, or we are proud to be Parisians, French humans.
Residents here are left with mixed emotions of sadness and suspicion.
The attack was very, very sad for all people staying in France, and is very also scared.
We don't know if our wife or husband will come back at night.
It was a day that some say felt like a dream, and they awoke with 2 thoughts: how do we heal, and how do we handle ISIS?
We try to maintain liberty, but fighting against the enemies of liberty.
Obviously, there's been a lot of police, there's military by the Eiffel Tower. I mean, if anything happens, I think that people are prepared for it.
Locals say that horrific November night has forever changed them, but through solidarity, they will overcome.
In fact, we spent all the weekend inside, and you just heard on the news that now there's a lightening of the 2 Eiffel, and we say, oh, okay, let's go, because it's only for 2 days. And now being here, I'm really happy we got out.
I'm going out with my sister for see the Tour Eiffel with the color of the France. It's very beautiful. I never see the Tour Eiffel with this color. I'm very happy.
Reporting for Newsbeat, I'm Michael Esparza. The cheers, the chants, the competition, part of a special bond these young ladies share. Now the Pee Wee Stickney Wolfpack cheerleaders will be sharing another experience, getting on a plane and heading to the happiest place on earth.
A lot of us have never been to Disney before, so it's going to be like a good experience for us.
It's a chance in a lifetime, while others still can't believe they qualified.
They're much more confident in themselves. Before competition, they didn't think they had a chance. It doesn't matter how many times Coach Bianca and I told her that they did. They didn't believe it until they did place.
I'm so excited because it's going to be a new experience, because I'm going to be going with my friends from cheer.
But these young ladies say they understand that none of this could have been possible without a little team spirit and crowdfunding.
First I was kind of worried that we weren't going to have enough money to do it, and then we started having more hope for each other and raising a lot more money.
They started the whole page because a lot of the girls can't afford to go to Disney, and it has. We've come across a lot of funds that I don't think we would have if we wouldn't have done what we did. So start the GoFundMe page.
Here at Stickney Park, the cheerleaders have already begun training for the national competition in Florida. They say if they win, they will be representing young women everywhere to believe in their dreams.
I didn't cry last competition, but I'd probably cry this competition because of how far we've made it.
I knew that we had to pull through for these girls, so we did a couple of fundraisers, and then we did go to the crowdsourcing page.
Winning the nationals competition isn't everything parents are saying. For them, the girls have already won.
We will be ecstatic, win or lose, in the Pop Warner cheer competition. We're so proud of them. They've worked so hard. They've only been together since August.
I can promise you there'll be a tear in my eye, just like there was at regionals. You know, it's just with all the hard work that they've done.
If the fundraising goal is met, the team would travel to Orlando for the Pop Warner National Cheerleading Competition at the ESPN Wide World of Sports on December 8th. Reporting for Metro Minutes, I'm Michael Esparza. It's all about the Cubs tonight. They're looking for a win over the Cardinals to move on to the next round. But before you get your Cubs gear, buyer beware. The Better Business Bureau is warning fans about scammers looking to cash in on the excitement surrounding the Cubs' playoff run. At Sports World, across the street from Wrigley, jerseys, hats, t-shirts, and W flags are flying off the shelves. But the watch group, the Better Business Bureau, wants to make sure consumers keep their guard up and protect their wallets from fake tickets and merchandise. This week on Fashion Columbia Style, Martine Luna tried to offer me some tips on how to spice up my reporter wardrobe. Let's take a look. The world's two biggest brewers are joining forces. Now some of your favorite beers will be owned by the same company. The owners of Anheuser-Busch and SAB Miller are now merging together. Busch wants to buy Miller for over $100 billion. The Bud Miller Super Corporation would supply 9 of the world's top 20 beers. The agreement must first be approved by regulators. They are worried the combined company would have too much power. Also, it may result in higher beer prices for consumers. Thanks, guys. And I'm here with campus reporter Lauren Kostick with the latest Chronicle headlines. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, so any new update on the student forum?
So the student government hosted a forum on November 17th to get students' perspective on what they want out of the new student center. They also invited student organizations to come and participate to hear what those groups want as well. So after this whole listening sessions are done with, the design company will start designing the center.
Great, so getting some student input there. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's cooking in arts and culture?
So there's a lot happening. One of our reporters attended a forum where these 3 authors talked about women's rights and sexual abuse in their books. That happened on November 12th.
Okay, now anything else happening at the desk?
So another one of our reporters wrote a story about the celebration of Shakespeare's, or the 400th anniversary of Shakespeare's death. Chicago is hosting a year-long arts festival that showcases artists' work that was inspired by Shakespeare.
Very nice. Nice tribute to Shakespeare. All right, well, that's all we have for the Chronicle headlines. Lauren, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
If they want to pick up a copy of the Chronicle, where can they get that at?
You can pick it up anywhere on campus or around the city, and you can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at CC Chronicle.
All right, back to you guys in the studio.